Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to our first show block, and before I do that, I would like to get Phil ready. Yes, for his specific duty. Phil? Yes, yes. And I would like to thank some people who go out of their way to help us here at the Continental Dance Club. Of course, we're happy that all of you as guests come, but to produce an evening such as this tonight and to decorate the hall, to get it ready, to get everyone together is mainly a one-man show. What do you think it is? Now, because it's a one-man show, and because I'm so cheap, I happened to decide this Christmas, instead of making a medalist testing event beforehand and having a pro-am show dance competition where none of the teachers from the Continental Dance Club participate, that I would spare myself all of the heartache and invite my best friends, and a lot of them are students, to come and dance for you tonight. Unfortunately, for us all, it's a little unfortunate. Some of the couples that are advertised on the card that is on the table in front of you were not able to make it today. That's a Murphy's Law thing that I have to live with, and it's unfortunate that tonight Carlos and Dora, our Canadian exhibition champions, not able to make it, as well the Ilushenovs, the Canadian smooth champions, due to some very unfortunate news today, cancelled. And our one young Canadian finalist, professional Latin couple from Ottawa, both took quite ill, so we're not able to make it. It's a good thing that we have some wonderful dancers here to dance for you. But beforehand, I would really like to say thank you to a few specific people who really go out of their way to come to support the Continental Dance Club and even go so far as to volunteer their services. And I would like to honor those people at this point. So, the first being Claire Mohammed and Fanny Despina, those gorgeous ladies at the front door. I don't know if a lot of you recognize these two ladies. They are definitely the most stylish and elegant volunteers that we have in Ontario. We see them at many dance competitions. We don't often see them coming into a dance school, and it's quite amazing that they do. And in fact, some of you might recognize them. They already became stars since they danced with me, our trio Cha-Cha, during our April 29th UNESCO International Dance Day event. It gives me great pleasure to thank from the bottom of my heart Claire and Fanny for coming here, I think for now the fourth time. They were here for UNESCO International Dance Day the last 2 years, as well as our last year's Christmas event. And as soon as I put a post out onto the Facebook page of the Continental Dance Club looking for volunteers, I had about 600 views. And within a day or two, I got responses, and all of those volunteers cancelled. Except Claire and Fanny. Fanny said, "Oh, you poor thing, you're looking for volunteers. You don't want just anybody at the door." And I said, "That's true. I want to have the best. Are you available? Please come." And within a moment, they said yes. I have to say a very, very special thank you to Fanny Despina and Claire Mohammed, who are so elegant and gorgeous. I don't mean to embarrass you with the general dance. I just want to elevate you and elevate the idea of volunteering, which is a dead art today. To volunteer is really to give up oneself, to give up one's time, because one is passionate about the endeavor, and because one is a little bit of a show-off. Thank you so much, Claire and Fanny. Okay, now, yes, and perhaps we can go to the front with them. Yes. And our next and exceptionally talented table decorator and co-check hostess, as well as single student practicing extraordinaire. She is the quiet one in the dance school that nobody notices, and we should all put our hands together for somebody who is so warm and special, Keiko Ono. Thank you so much. And Keiko even wore something festive for tonight, and she has the official head elf hat. Okay. Thank you so much for your extraordinary help and assistance. You're a dear.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Who else do we have that is special? Well, you're all very special. I would like to bring up my dear sister and my mother and my father at this moment, please. Yeah. Now, yeah. Now come here. 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 Have a seat. Now, have a seat. Come here, Mom in the middle. Mama. Yeah. Just sit down. No dancing. Don't worry. Relax. Just sit down. You're gorgeous. Ready for the photo op. These three are very special to me. If you can believe it, my mom and dad, I want to give you just a brief history. My mom and dad, it's no accident that they're in love. How do you think they met?
Dancing.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Yes. And as my dad is the eldest, as his slightly younger brother once said, mit Tanzen fängt das Kinderkriegen an. That's why he didn't allow his kids to dance. Translated means, with dancing starts childbirth, child rearing, or we start, yes, yeah.
Child making.
Child making, yes. That's why my dad's younger brother forbade his kids to dance. Can you imagine? I am exceptionally fortunate. I'll tell you the little story here. You can put those down. The story is that at the zenith of my dance career, and I had quite a wonderful dance career, thanks to my dear dancing mom, who I'll get up in a moment as well, Ann Harding, who convinced my parents, and I convinced my parents, to purchase this dance studio, which was owned by three Polish gentlemen. Oh, one died, I guess. And, no, it was only three. And it's such a remarkable thing here because we've got this almost championship-sized dance floor right here in Mississauga. There aren't many of its kind in Canada. So it's really something important to preserve. And so Anne knew that if somebody else purchased the building, it would be the end of this dance floor. I was just a young man at the time. I was in my early 20s, and I thought, well, this is where I grew up. This is where I got together to practice with my many partners, and I couldn't imagine it all of a sudden not being here for me or for any others. And my parents, at the height of the real estate market, downsized their 10-person company and moved their business here into the front of the dance studio. They downsized their business to my sister, my mother, and my father. And 6 months after they purchased the building, I picked up and I moved to Europe. What a grateful son. It just so happened I was so popular here and there at the time, not like today. Kidding. I was able to travel back and forth on the rhythm of every 3 weeks, back and forth to Europe and to North America, and that worked out just fine. My parents had that immediate and automatic connection to the dancers and to the dance floor, and they managed to to deal with the business on the side and managed this space just as a favor to their son, I would say, and waiting for him to maybe eventually come back or decide to take the reins. And I didn't take the reins officially until about 1.5 years ago when my other business folded. It was an art gallery. That's why you can see some artistic elements here as part of the Continental Dance Club, like the remarkable photography and art, as well as the wall behind you with all the polka dots and pictures. This is all of my doing and my preparation. And I have to say that it serves to bring everybody together. And a lot of you that are here today, or quite a few of you, you are depicted in the pictures. The idea being that we're all somehow connected and we come together through the dance. For me, we come together, a lot of it because of the sacrifice of my mom and dad, who, unlike me, who can't get out of bed before 10 o'clock, are here religiously at 81 and 80 years old. My sister's age I won't reveal. She's just a little younger than I. Yes, I just turned 50 this year. Are here every day, 4 days a week. They work like crazy, and they are the people that greet a lot of the dancers as they come in, if they come in through the front door, which most of them don't. I want to say thank you so much for being just exceptional, for being exceptional parents, for putting up with me, for putting up with the crazy things and crazy projects that I have, which usually end up spending more money than earning more. And I'm just very happy that I've been able to make sure that the culture here in the Continental and the history and herstories find a form through the website. It's been my project to make sure that my family name and that this location is honored in an elegant way. So I encourage you all to follow what we're doing on the website. It's an interactive website, which will become more so in the new year. And follow the Facebook pages and like us. That's very simple. Thank you so much. Well, I love my sister and my mom and my dad. There isn't a love button. If there were a love button, I'd be pressing it every day. Thank you so much. Absolutely lovely. My mom and dad and my sister. Yes. This is my backbone. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Okay. There are 2 other people that I would like to thank. Phil, are you ready? Yes. Actually, there's one special person before I thank 2 special people. You're all special. What are you doing with the decoration? Are you putting it back? Yes, you're going to take it home. Okay. I have a surprise for you all. You see all of these poinsettias? They're not staying here tonight. So all of you are going to take a poinsettia home. Yes? Deal?
Yes.
Yeah. Woo! Now make sure you don't have any dogs or cats because they're extremely poisonous. They are, so you have to be careful. You have to keep them elevated. Anne Harding Trafford, will you please come here, you gorgeous creature, you? Anne Harding has been my mummy, my dancing mummy, and even my natural mummy. I have another mummy in California who thinks she's my mummy. I do. This is a strange story. I went to Blackpool a few years ago, as I always go every year. I make that. It's like a pilgrimage to Mecca. And this lady came to me. She said, "You're my son." I said, "What?" "You're my son. My husband left home with you, and you were a dancer when you were 5 or 6. And she showed me all sorts of newspaper clippings. She'd been on TV, on radio, being interviewed. She's looking for her son all over, and she was convinced when she saw me dance at Ohio Star Ball that I was her son. I had to tell her that I was not.
Actually, I was there.
That's right. It freaked me out. Luckily, well, she's not my mom, but I was very kind to her and didn't let her down. And Harding, I tried never to let down. I always made sure that I came back to her no matter where I was in my dance career, I would come back to her for advice, come back to her for regular lesson, and I would be an example to others to show that it's important to show one's gratitude, something which doesn't exist today. I have to say thank you. Okay, Mr. Phil, look at this. And we've got a matching flower. Woo! Thank you so much. Okay, I would also like to have Sharon Jackson and Phil Boga up here. Yes, with the blue flower. Thank you so much. So these two, they're very special. Yes. Yes, there we go. We have one more. Is there one more? Oh, yes. Yes. These two are very special. So they've been with the Continental for a long time. They've been here as social dancers. They've been here as helpers. They jump in as cleaners. They repair the place. And they're always here for good cheer. And I like to have them at the front as hosts because they're familiar with the Continental, and that's the way that I can honor them. And I want you all to put your hands together for Sharon and Phil. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Okay, now, I think we should be about ready. Phil, can you do me a favor? Yes. Can we have a rose count? Can you count how many roses are left over? I have to make sure I have enough. Otherwise I have to start giving out decorations from the table. Well, the tree's available. Okay. Guptas, you remember we are after this first number, yes? And Olga Foraponova? Da? Hello, baby. We are on after this number, yes? And are we ready? Is the first number ready? Let me go check. It looks like... And Phil, how are you doing back here? Oh, Phil. Oh. Yeah. 14. Okay. That's good.